Metronome training. We're going to be doing an exercise to the beat of a metronome called side lunges with hip flexion. So, not all of you might know what a metronome is, but back in my day, you'd go over to someone's house and they'd have a piano and a little metronome sitting on top of it, this thing with a pendulum that would count time. So it would go tick, tock, and it would set the time for the music as they practiced on the piano. Well, we don't need these analog metronomes anymore because of course we have all this abundance of free apps. This one's called Metronome Beats, okay? So it's automatically set for 4/4 time, which is fine because that's what we're going to be using for working out. If you use a different app, just make sure it's set for 4/4 time. Here's what it's like, okay? This is counting 65 beats a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And what we're going to be doing is an exercise, like I said, side lunge with hip flexion that has 4 distinct movements to it, okay? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to find a speed on the metronome that's going to allow you to do this exercise and complete it successfully for about the length of time your trainer's prescribed, but so that you'll also be gassed enough by the time you get there that you really won't be able to do anymore, that you can't keep time with the metronome. And that's when you know when you're done. When you can't keep time with the metronome, you stop. And it also needs to be said that you should not do these types of exercises, this metronome training, because it's energy systems training, unless you're in shape already. I wouldn't personally prescribe it to any of my clients until we've worked out for at least 2 months, and sometimes longer in certain cases, okay? So something to keep in mind, make sure you're in pretty good shape first before you do this, okay? So what does a side lunge with a hip flexion look like, okay? Well, I step out, come up, down. I'll move out this way so that I can do both, okay? So I step out, I come up, down. That's the 4 count, okay? So one side is a 4 count. How can I do this so that, there. I'm going to be out of the picture a bit, but you'll get to see me doing one side. Sorry, the camera angle's not that good, okay? So out, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I would be doing is I would be doing that alternating sides. So like this, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., okay? So I'm going to show you using the metronome app. I'm going to set it for 65 beats a minute. That should be good. I'm going to put it here so you can hear it, and then I will demonstrate it. I'm going to kind of do it sideways to you so that you can see, okay? So I'm waiting for the metronome to restart. Here we go. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? A couple things about the form on the side lunge. As I step out, my toes should be pointing kind of 45 degrees, kind of, well, in this case, towards the camera, okay? And then I'm lunging out over that toe, making sure that my knee is at least going out over the toe, if not to the side of it. And then I come back. Now, throughout that whole range of motion, I want to make sure I have a tight core and I'm up nice and straight. I'm not slouching through it, okay? So tight core, keep those shoulder blades pulled together. Stay with the beat of the metronome, okay? And remember, when you're done, you're done. You stop, you don't stop, get your breath quickly and then go again, okay? You want to push yourself literally till you can't go anymore, then that's when the set's over, okay? So side lunge with hip flexion.